Hello my lovely humans, welcome back to my channel. I'm FCA. I'm a little all over the place. I'm not much of a niche channel, but I'm real and I have a life journey and I'm willing to share it and throw in some tidbits of my interest and enthusiasms with you. So here we are, and today's video I am giving an update on the Ulike at home hair removal system, and the way I hear it in my head when I see the name is Ulike, very, with a hint of sensual to it. But this is the device itself. I've shown this before. There's a power button. It won't turn on right now because you have to have it plugged in. But it is, if you're wondering, this is actually kind of heavy. I would say that this is around the 2-pound mark. So if you have any sensitivities to your wrist, or if you have maybe if you're trying to use it on somebody who is delicate, do it for them, because this does have a little bit of weight to it, because it has this whole air system and it has the whole laser technology system in it, and it does come in 3 colors. I chose the lavender purple, but it comes in white, a light pink, and then the purple color that I have. So I'm going to do an update on it. I have a whole video where I show you about it, talk about the instructions, etc. And I will link that below. I always try to put the cards in, but I'm very bad at lining that up and remembering to do that when I do the editing. But I will try to remember. And I will put in a little clip. This is just from when I used it recently in my vlogs. If you haven't seen those, here's that little clip of it in use. Oh yeah, let's get some laser removal going. So yes, the instructions do say to make sure that you wear the matrix looking goggles at all times. If you watch the ad video, when you see the model's face, it doesn't always show her face, and it's either because the model is wearing the glasses and these aren't exactly pretty, or they're just doing a demo so she might not need them, because I've seen 2 of the Ulike videos. And just so you know, this is the current latest version. This is the Air 10. They do have some other versions. The Air 10 currently comes in this color, this light lavender purple, or it comes in a light, more pastel pink color. And oh, by the way, the goggles, the whole things can fold up. So the little arms can fold up, then these can fold into so that they're more travel friendly. You can make them pretty flat, which is convenient if you've got to go somewhere and you're in the middle of your treatment sessions. So these go at, hold on, I'm on the website to make sure I say this right. The flash speed is 280% and the energy output is 57%. And it does claim to have visible results in just 2 weeks, 96% hair density reduction in 2 weeks. So this does refer to the super hair removal setting. So when you click on the power button, this is what will change your settings, but there's also the super hair removal. I know that's hard to see, but there's a super hair SHR mode. This is the maximum laser strength. And so that is the 96% hair density reduction that it promises is based on that mode. Now, that mode is not recommended when you first start, when you read the instructions. That mode is also not recommended for your face. It is recommended for underarm hair and bikini area, or if you need to go, if you have a lot to do, like when you're going up your legs or up your arms and you need to go a little quicker. That is what that is based on. So if you're using the normal mode, which is the light feather mode, which is recommended for your face and in more delicate areas like between the creases of your thighs, feet, etc., don't put it by your nipples and don't put it by your genitals. And when you're doing the inside of your legs, it is recommended that you have a bikini on or something to cover your genitalia while you're doing that, because you don't want that exposed to the laser. And it says that it is over 14 days. Now, over 14 days. The recommendation when you first get started is that you do it and then you wait a couple days, do it again, etc. So it's not just 2 weeks to, 14 sunrises and sunsets. It's 14 days of use of the super hair removal thing. So that's important to note when we're talking about the testing. It's one of those things that you have to look for. It's the little asterisk sign. Now, does it work? Yes, it does work. Now, what it means with 96% hair density, it means that there is less hair and the hair is less thick and it grows less slowly. And you do have to do it for several months, just like you would if you were to get professional out-of-home treatment. This is an at-home treatment. So I have not shaved, but I have used, and so I have some hair that's still kind of coming in, like the little bit of bumpiness, but it's not as thick. There isn't as much. And if we look up here, I mostly just get a couple hairs right here and right here. I don't know if I'm just not getting the laser in that spot, because what you're really trying to get in is this square. If this little rectangle right here is not up against your skin well, it will not activate the laser. And you have it, and you will not be able to see this, but right here in this area, there are lights that will come up that will say when the laser is ready as they are lit up. The stronger your setting, the more little laser lines there are. So I have not had any strong hair growth. Like I said, under my chin, I was getting about 4 to 5 long black hairs that were just driving me crazy. I'm like, where are you coming from? But that has been greatly reduced, and I have not shaved except right before when I'm using the device. But I've had a lot less hair coming in. Now, I will say the bikini area has been the biggest struggle. There are some areas that have taken very well to it. I have used it on the fast and high mode. I have not used the super hair removal mode at this point, because I do have more sensitive skin, so I have allowed more time between usage just to accommodate for that. And that hair is particularly coarse, and you're also not supposed to use it where you have any active wounds. So if you shaved and you have some bumps, some ingrown hairs, etc., you have to wait for those to heal. You do not want to put a laser on that. That can really damage your skin, and that's not what we're after. We're trying to get rid of hair. So that is where my bikini area is where I have had the least amount of results and where it has struggled the most with just trying to deal with that, wait for that to calm down and then do it. I have done it several times. I have not had 2 weeks doing that. It has been a couple weeks. I have not used it at this point. I have used it about 6 times as opposed to 14 days. So just keeping that in mind, it's just from when I started using it to now, it has been a couple weeks. It has not been used 14 days. But I'm still having a lot of reduction up here, like almost all of the reduction here, significant reduction here. I had one hair that always grew right here. I have not had that come back after only using it twice in that one spot. And then I've had a lot of success in the tummy area. So right here has been very successful. It's been really reduced in where I have to shave to prep the areas. So I think that it has been doing great. I do really like this because based on the results that I have had already, even though it hasn't even been the full 14 days and I haven't used the super hair removal mode, I still have had really great success with it. So I am very pleased. I am very happy. I continue to have, the only area where I have sensitivity, even after using it several times, my upper lip still feels a little bit more of a tingle. I can tell that I've used it on my upper lip area more than anywhere else. I don't feel it at all on my chin. I don't feel it. The only other place where I've actually felt it, I had that tingle sensation, is on the top of my foot and in the hip crease. So like right here, that area has been the most sensitive as far as the legs go. But other than that, it feels very comfortable. I don't feel anything anywhere else that I've used it. I have not used it on my arms, and I don't think I'm going to. My arm hair doesn't bother me or disgust me in any way, so I'm not super worried about that. But at least not at this particular moment. That may change in the future. And that's also just a lot of body. That's a lot of body to try to do at once. That would take a really long time. It takes me about 15 to 20 minutes to do the areas that I do. So this area up here, the chin, underarms, bikini area, and my legs. That takes me about 15 to 20 minutes. I have been separating which days that I do the tops of my legs, my thighs, and the bottom of my legs, just because it is time consuming. So do keep in mind that I'm not doing my entire leg at once. I'm 4'11", 3 feet of it is leg. So just want to keep that in mind. So that is my update. Again, it is really expensive still. When I budgeted and there was a really, really good sale and I had a really good discount on the spin the wheel because it's your first time purchasing thing, that made it a lot more worth it. I do not at this point know. I don't think that I would have bought it because I'd been wanting it for several months and I was not willing to buy it until there was that really big discount sale going on. There is other, like I said, this is the latest Air 10. There are other models that are less expensive that would just take a longer period of time. That time's going to pass anyway. So if you want it, but the $400 or whatever dollars that it is, you're like, I just cannot budget for that. That's fine. This is the only one that I can attest to using, but there have been similar results in reviews. And like I said, this is the latest one. The other ones used to be the latest ones and were still good. So I do have confidence in those ones, just based on the reviews and similarities of those things. But my mind was just like, if I'm going to spend a lot of money on this, I'm going to get the newest one. Not absolutely necessary, but that is what I was able to budget and work with my finances. So you should do what's best for your finances. And yes, that is what I have going on. And I'm not sponsored. I paid for this with my own money. I don't have any fancy discount codes that I can give you. I don't have any of that. It's just I actually bought it, actually used it, and very much enjoyed it. So thank you very much. I will see you in the next video. Bye, my lovely humans.